A mother's pride, a daughter's longing, and a truth that took years to find. Ivy was only 3 years old when her parents' marriage crumbled. She was too young to understand arguments, too innocent to grasp the bitterness that had settled between her mother and father. All she knew was that one day her father's familiar face was gone, and her mother never spoke of him again. Her mother was strong-willed, determined to rebuild her life without looking back. But in her pain she built walls not only around herself but also around Ivy. Letters from her father went unanswered. Phone calls were blocked. Visits were forbidden. Whenever Ivy asked, "Mummy, where is Daddy?" the answer was short, sharp, and final. "He's not part of our lives anymore." So she grew up with questions that never had answers. In school, when children drew pictures of their families, hers always looked incomplete. She wondered why other girls had their fathers at award ceremonies or sports days, why she never had anyone to whisper, "I'm proud of you," in that deep, comforting voice she imagined. Her mother gave her everything material she could: new clothes, good schools, even toys to fill the gaps, but there was a longing no gift could cover. Sometimes at night she would clutch her teddy bear and whisper, "Daddy, do you think of me?" She didn't know if the wind carried her words, but somehow she hoped he heard. As she became a teenager, Ivy discovered fragments of truth. A forgotten photo in a drawer. A neighbor's passing comment. The realization that her father had wanted to be there but was pushed away. A mixture of anger and sorrow welled up inside her. She felt betrayed not only by the father she never knew, but also by the mother who had denied her the chance to choose what he meant to her. Yet Ivy was resilient. She turned her ache into ambition, excelling in her studies and refusing to let the emptiness consume her. By the time she turned 18, she carried a quiet strength, but also a determination to seek her own. Meeting him for the first time was overwhelming, like looking into a mirror she didn't know existed. The embrace was awkward, the years lost were heavy, but in that moment Ivy realized something. Though the past had been stolen, the future was hers to claim. Sometimes, love doesn't fade because it wasn't real. It fades because pain built walls too high to climb. This is the story of Ivy, a young girl who grew up without a father's embrace. Not because he didn't care, but because love was divided. A mother's pride, a daughter's longing, and a truth that took years to find. So if you've ever felt forgotten or lost between divided hearts, remember your story is not over. You can still rise, rebuild, and write a new chapter filled with peace. Ivy learned that healing doesn't erase the past. Transforms it. The scars we carry don't define us. They remind us of how far we've come. Sometimes love breaks, sometimes it's silenced, but when we choose forgiveness, we give love a new voice.